C. Today's cast features Jared, Peter, Ben, Carl, and Alex, and some exclusive interviews with Jack Dempsey and F. Scott Fitzgerald. And now, our co-anchors.
Hello everyone, welcome. Peter Mullen here with Jared Hahn on the Evening News, only found on Channel 2. Jared, what do we have today?
Well, first off, we have the Prohibition Act. We are currently on day 2,555.
Yes, Jared, to be honest with you, no alcohol gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, the New Orleans joints are especially going out of business now. One popular joint, Maillet et Fromage, was closed down just recently because of the illegal distribution.
Yes, hopefully we can get that sorted out soon.
President Coolidge and Congress are currently trying to revoke the distribution of the Giggle Water.
In other news, a white supremacist group is forming in the South, known as the Ku Klux Klan, or KKK. It seems as though their goal is to eliminate the African American community.
And now we pass the baton off to Carl, our sports analyst.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the news. I'm your sports announcer for today. Just last night, Babe Ruth has hit his 60th home run in one single season against the Washington Senators. I bet you the pitcher, Tom Zachary, isn't feeling like much of a sheik after that. But with 109 wins and 44 losses, this Yankees team is a favorite to win the World Series. In boxing news, Jack Dempsey is going up against Jess Willard tonight for the heavyweight boxing championship. Jack Dempsey is a favorite in this fight. We actually have Jack Dempsey here with us today and will be with us next. And we're back with Jack Dempsey. How are you, Jack?
I'm doing swell, and yourself?
I'm doing fine. So how are you feeling about your fight against Jess Willard tonight?
I think I'm going to punch that drugstore cowboy right in the kisser.
You seem pretty confident, but with your record in boxing, you have the right to feel like a hard-boiled man.
Thank you, Carl. I work hard to stay on top.
You're doing a pretty solid job of it. So, Jack, what's one fight you'll think you remember for the rest of your life?
When you've been fighting this long, you start to forget the individual fights.
Alright, well, let's talk about your last fight against Jack Sharkey.
Jack Sharkey is the bee's knees. He's a very respectable fighter, and it's always swell to win a fight like that on a knockout.
What goes through your head when you knock someone out?
After you get a knockout, I'm just feeling like I'm the big cheese and no one can beat me.
Alright, well, let's pull up some film of the fight against Jack Sharkey.
Dempsey on the left gets belted by a beautiful left hook and a follow-up volley of punches. He's hurt, but his now famous granite jaw stands him in good stead as he holds on. Dempsey on the left is far behind on points. He starts going after Sharkey's body. Dempsey wails away at Sharkey's midsection. As the younger man turns to the referee, Dempsey whips in a left hook to Sharkey's exposed chin. He's writhing on the canvas, claiming Dempsey punched low. But Sharkey had committed boxing's most grievous sin, leaving himself unprotected.
Coming to Jack.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And we'll be back with our chef Alex after this commercial break.
I'm so thirsty. I wish I had a drink that was the cat's meow.
Here, big brother, have some of this.
Thanks, little brother.
Wow, this must be a brand spanking new bottle of Vine Time. Delicious!
Thanks, little brother. And remember, if you keep a bottle of Vine Time in a dry area for 19 days, it could turn into wine.
Vine Time, a swanky, one-of-a-kind grape juice made from the ancient grapes of the Himalayas. It's the bee's knees. As soon as it hits your kisser, you'll know that any time is a Vine Time.
And remember, if you keep a bottle of Vine Time in a dry area for 19 days, it could turn into wine.
Thanks, guys. I have a couple of hootsy tootsie desserts that I've prepared to share with today's audience. First is the apple dumplings, a keen and tasty dessert to top off a great dinner. If you aren't stuck on apples, there are a few desserts with bananas instead. A swanky banana custard and an even better banana snow. Don't like apples or bananas? That's okay too, because there are 4 ritzy puddings: the chocolate bread pudding, plum pudding, rice pudding, and the famous fig pudding. If all of those desserts don't meet your desires, I'm sure one of our pies will. We have the apple pie, banana pie, cherry pie, and cream pie. One of these should do the trick. All of these recipes can be found in the Evening News Cookbook for $10. Back to Peter, who is in an interview with F. Scott Fitzgerald, the author of The Great Gatsby.
Hello everyone, Peter Mullen here with the author of The Great Gatsby, F. Scott Fitzgerald.
Oh please, call me Francis.
Okay, Francis. Unfortunately, I haven't read the book yet, or even started for that matter. But tell me about yourself.
Well, I was born in Minnesota and I attended Princeton. I always wanted to be a writer, and I published my first book in 1920.
Interesting. So tell me about The Great Gatsby.
Well, the story takes place in Long Island and is mainly about the love between Gatsby and Daisy.
So what's the secret behind this Gatsby?
Well, you'll just have to read the book to find out.
Well, there you have it. That's why Francis is the big cheese. Thank you, Francis.
You're welcome, Peter. Thanks, Peter. Let's talk about the economy. Henry Ford's Model T is quite the bee's knees. These cars sure won't turn into jalopies. The way I see it, the economy might crash because of our reckless spending and ignorant investments. We sure will fall into an economic crisis because of this. Make sure to keep your money under your mattress and out with those blue-nosed bank tellers.